Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to my channel. It's your boy Kelvin. I make a lot of drum content for you guys, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of it, so go ahead and subscribe. Now, today's video is about stacks. This video first came to me from another video I did called Does Your Sound Suck? Let's Fix It. Alright, so what are stacks, right? In the drumming community, stacks or stack cymbals are a mixture of two or more cymbals combined together to give you a specific sound. How do you know what cymbals work for, whatever sound you're looking for? Well, it's all try and error. That's the thing with stacks, right? Like sometimes you can try several cymbals and get different results, and some of them you might not like and some you may like.
Still sounds like trash.
So now it's very important that when you think about stacks, you let your ears do the decisions or make the decisions for you, right? So as far as looks go, yada yada yada, but your ears has to be the ones that kind of makes the decisions for you. What I mean by that is this: if you're hitting a cymbal, no matter if it looks pretty, and like let's say you're getting a weird frequency that you don't like, then that's probably not a good cymbal for you, right? So you got to experiment and find what works for you, because what works for you might not work for another person. So what makes a good stack cymbal? For me, what makes a good stack cymbal is the relationship between the bottom and the top cymbal. So for me, if this is a bottom cymbal, this is a top cymbal, I like to have it like touching and making like a flat contact. For me, that gives me more of the cymbals working together. I don't like when there's a bit of a gap to it, because it gives me some, it doesn't sound like a stack, it just sounds like a trashy cymbal. A stack to me has to be tight, and it could be trashy, but it has to have that tight sound to it. I also find that like using ozone cymbals, so like cymbals with holes on them, make the best stack, especially if you're looking for a contrast between not so clean but a little bit like trashy as well. So for example, with this would be an ozone cymbal, and this is just a regular cymbal, for example, right? It's smaller, but you get the idea. So this has that solid clean sound, and this on top just gives it a little bit more trashiness, right? And now for me personally, I love smaller size cymbals because it just fits on the kit better. So you can't go wrong with something like this. You could even use this and go a little bit bigger, and you're gonna love what kind of sound you're getting from it. Alright guys, so thanks for watching this video. So to wrap up, what makes a good stack cymbal to me personally is the level of tightness between the bottom and the top cymbal. If you have more cymbals, how compact they'll all press against each other. Also the size as well. Personally, I love smaller size cymbals, and so for me, the smaller the size, the more control I can get from it, and I can kind of like mic it anyways, and gives me that extra volume. Now that being said, also what makes a good stack cymbal is incorporating chinas. I like using a china and maybe a crash cymbal, or china and a splash, because the china gives you more of that trashy but also controlled a little bit. And when you put the splash or the crash cymbal on top, it just sounds like butter. The trick to stacking cymbals as well is you gotta bear in mind the how tight your wing nut is on your cymbal stand. So if it's really tight, then you get more of a shorter sustain. But if you super crank that, then you kind of lose the whole idea of a stacked cymbal. So you want it a bit loose, not loose where it doesn't give you a tight sound, but you also don't want it so tight that like your sound is just choked. Now the cons to stacking cymbals for me is I find when you stack two crash cymbals together or two splash cymbals together, if there's something like this where it's not an ozone, it tends to muffle the sound a little bit, and you get more of like a unnoticeable difference than having like a ozone on top or the bottom. Now, for me, a nice clap sound. I know people are like buying claps cymbals now for like Mino and so on. Well, what is this? So these are two splash cymbals, a custom splash. I believe this is a probably an 8-inch, and this is an 8-inch. This is a 6-inch. So when I put them together like this, right, it gives me a nice clap sound. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you would like to. Don't forget, let your ears do the work for you. Don't just like mash a bunch of cymbals together and think they're gonna be okay. Listen to it, record, and play back, you know, what you just did. That way you're aware of what works and what doesn't. Alright guys, until the next video, peace and love. I'm out.